All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with today's live video, I want to remind you to make sure you always check the description below for extra information and tips. Got things down like the Get Upside Gas app. Plus, most importantly, links to recommended dash cameras. Because I don't give a damn if you're doing rideshare or not, you should have a dash camera. Now, today's hot topic, which has pretty much been going on for quite a while now, is Uber and Lyft shutting down this week in California. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and just go ahead and say yes. And the reason for that is, I don't know, I've been getting a lot of California drivers have told me the drive pass is gone. You guys remember the drive pass? People in California where you could pay X amount of money, up front or whatever to have the service fee taken away. The drive pass is gone. So, to me, that's a heads up of bye-bye. They're going to be going, guys. What's going on, traveling guy? It's great up in here in New Jersey. We ain't employees here. And that is exactly why they're going to shut down, guys. They're shutting down. They're going to shut down because they can't afford to make people employees. Okay? AB5, California. I'm sure everybody knows about what the hell's going on about that right now. Will it be in other states? No. As far as I know, no. And Ubereats, for people in California, you can still do Ubereats. They're not going to shut that down because that's what's really making them the money right now. Rideshare, yeah, not so much in the last week or so since the PUA, ended, and people are still waiting for the new PUA checks to come out. So everyone's, trying to go out there and make some money because you got bills to pay. No matter if you're making money or not, the bills don't give a damn. What's going on, Manny? What's going on, Uberman Tampa? If you guys haven't checked out Uberman Tampa's channel yet, please go over there and subscribe. Tell them what's up. Tell them I sent you. But yes, this is definitely going to be going down. Got what they deserve. Squeaky wheel got the grease. A lot of people will say that. And a lot of people are even like, peace, bye-bye. Some people don't even care. But for me, personally, I think they're doing it to prove a point. I don't know about you guys, but rideshare is pretty much embedded into, society. So I think they're trying to do this to be like, hey, you guys really need us and everything, to try to, come to more of a compromise. Because I don't know if you guys know this, Lyft has already said if people have to be employees, they can only retain 20% of the employees that are actually, or 20% of the drivers that are out there right now can be employees. And you're going to have scheduled shifts, probably blocks, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be better. But so no more Lyft or Uber in Cali, Dustin. I agree. I think so. I think they are shutting down. The shutdown's supposed to happen Friday, August 21st, unless, the injunction or whatever goes through and they come to some kind of compromise. That's what I strongly believe is going to happen. And like I said, the drive pass is gone. That was trying to make Ubers some extra money, you know what I'm saying? Make money before people even take rides. I mean, how fucking brilliant is that? That is pretty brilliant right there. They don't shut down Eats Uberman Tampa because that's what's actually really making them money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where their whole thing is right there. So they will shut down everything else, but they won't shut down. Do I think it'll be like Texas? Similar, but probably not as long. Because like I said, California's like their main thing out there. Their main freaking income bringer, or whatever the hell you want to, however you want to say it. So I think if they do shut down, it's just going to be for like a haha, you guys need us type thing. Let's come to some kind of agreement. You know what I'm saying? We can't make you employees yet because we can't afford it. Cali is their bread and butter. That's right, JP. And yes, this is the real Dustin. I guess supposedly there's somebody made another profile out there that looks exactly like mine with everything in there. Yeah, they've been reported. I got 2 words and 1 finger for them as well. But yes, and you know what? I strongly believe Uber, Lyft, this whole thing could have been avoided from the get-go if they'd have just raised rates or kept the rates back to 80-20, something like that. Drivers weren't complaining as much then. And then people were like, well, it's not, they protested, which made California get in there and be like, we could get some of our money too, because that's what it all comes down to, guys, is money. You know what I'm saying? Who's got their finger in what pot? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, guys. But yes, all the Uber and Lyft drivers in California, I hope you got backup plans. I've always told you guys to have backup plans. You better jump ship to go to some other gigs because you're going to end up needing them. California's become... I don't do politics. I don't care what they are, you know what I'm saying? But I believe they started the law from California, and it's going to impact other states sometime soon. It potentially will. From my understanding, I mean, New York is something like that already, but we don't ever hear any more information from New York. Anybody in New York driving, if you are liking being an employee or whatever, because I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are now, let me know. Send me some information. My email's in the description below. Let me know how everybody is, because all of a sudden after that, I never heard anything from New York again. It's like everyone was like a hush-hush thing. They're always trying to piss off the passengers against the government. I mean, that's the best way. A lot of people don't have vehicles in California, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no place to park. Parking's expensive. So I strongly believe they're going to shut down, and especially when all of a sudden they took away the drive pass, that's just kind of like a heads up right there. You know what I'm saying? If you can't buy a drive pass for next week, you know, next month or anything yet, that's a sign. That's a sign, guys. Dustin, this all started when you moved to Jersey from Florida. It's all my fault. No, I think AB5 was in effect. They had already voted on that before I moved. Because I moved in, what, September. That was already a thing. California driver here. I will sell my car I bought for Uber as I have second-hand car already. Bye, Uber. I heard that. And I feel sorry for, you know, hopefully you're not screwing yourself there, but I feel sorry for a lot of drivers that did buy vehicles and everything else and then are renting and then all of a sudden are not going to have anything anymore. What is the drive pass? The drive pass is, it's pretty much like purchasing future trips. You get like 100 trips where you get to keep, you know, 100% of the service fee and everything, but you paid up front. So it cost you like $3 or something a trip, or $2 or some crap like that. I did a video on that already. But the drive pass, it was supposed to be drivers could make a little extra money, which they actually did while they had it at a discount price. But as soon as they cut that and move it to the up price, the real price, it ain't going to be working much for anybody anymore. But that's going to be irrelevant because there's going to be no need for drive pass, as Uber will most likely be deactivating everybody, all the rideshare drivers. But Ubereats, you'll be fine. But everybody doing Uber and Lyft, like picking up rideshare, doing people, nope, it's not going to happen. I'm like 99% sure that that's what's going to happen. Now, I think he was threatening to do it for like months and stuff, but I don't think it's going to go that long. Like I said, a lot of people in California, it's been, what, 10 years now? It's been 10 damn years. People rely on Uber and Lyft. They do. And even with the pandemic and everything going on, people out there still, you know, needing trips. And there's still drivers getting ready to do it. They're out there to do it. They don't give a damn how low the rates have dropped. But in California now, they can set their own rates. So they kind of had like more stipulation and influence to want to go out there and drive because they can set their own rates. Whether if you set it too high, if you're going to get in a ride or not, that's one thing. But sometimes people will pay. We already know how the American way is. We will pay to get our way. That's just how that goes. Andrew said, I think Uber will be down for a few months, which is fine because passenger rides are down by 70%. And I agree with you there, but I don't know if it'll actually last a couple months. Supposedly that's what they threatened it to shut down for, but I don't think it's going to go that far. They're going to probably shut down for like a month or something and then come to some kind of agreement because they're going to lose money. You know what I'm saying? The state wants money, so they're going to come to some kind of agreement. That's just how the game's played. Miss I've said, oh, well, I guess I'm done. Not sad about it. New York, here we go. Rideshare Lisa, NYC still have Uber and Lyft locked. Unless they have a handicap vehicle or do many hours on a certain time, but the rest of New York can turn it on, whatever. Oh, that's what's up. Like I said, I mean, I don't get any more information out of New York in a long time. Slick said the shutdown in California is the most likely a threat since they made such threats in New York and Chicago, but never did. And normally I would agree that they, you know, that's their scare tactics and stuff, but they took away the drive pass and that was making them money. So I think they're going to, because, you know, Cali, I think, is way more strict and stuff as New York. Will you use Cover to see Lyft reactivate you? No, because I don't care about Lyft. I don't give two craps about Lyft, so no, I'm not even going to bother with them. And yeah, speaking of Cover, I don't know how good that's going to work for you guys in California. If you're becoming an employee, then it's a total different situation there. So I don't know how that's going to work. Uber in Tampa said you won't get any Eats orders either because everyone will be doing it. Now that's a damn possibility too. So a lot of people, while you still have time, while it is Tuesday, you better go ahead and make sure you're switching over to Eats if that's what you want to do. Think about moving back to sunny Florida? Hell to the no. It's way too hot there. Ken said 5 p.m. Wednesday is the deadline. Oh, okay. See, there's the deadline, guys. That's when they're going to end up finding out if they're going to shut down on Friday. Are you still driving Uber? No, I have not driven at all since February because of everything that's been going down. I'm not putting myself at risk. I don't need to go out there and make that little extra money because I still have other side hustles. Because as I tell you guys I have backup plans, I make sure damn well that I have backup plans as well. What's going on, John? Just trying to catch up with the chat here. One of the good things is that the law says nothing about flexibility and can still grant employees flexibility. They use that as another scare tactic. That is totally true. That is true, but I'm guaranteeing you, your employee, they'll deactivate you. You know, you didn't show up for too many shifts or something like that. Just like normal job. You don't show up to work, you're going to get fired. Aren't you making enough money to buy good-looking shirts than your $10 Walmart? Yeah, I love these shirts, man. Why you gotta hate on my Walmart shirts? They have nice, cool sayings. You know what I'm saying? What do I need to buy a freaking $100 shirt for? Where am I gonna go and wear it? No, there's nowhere to go. Oh, I love my trolls. I still give you a thumbs up, troll. You're still cool. I have backup plans for show. That's right, Jim. That's right, George. That shirt is awesome. Thank you so much. Walmart, as someone likes to put out there. You know what I'm saying? All my little cool saying shirts, I always get them from Walmart. Missed the beginning. Why are they shutting down? They're shutting down because they cannot. AB5 came into effect January. They're trying to make everyone rideshare employees, and Uber and Lyft can't afford it. They cannot afford it. They've said it a billion times, which is funny. They can't afford it, yet they can spend $100-some million against it. That just boggles my mind right there. I guess they like, we pay more now, we'll pay less later. That's the only thing I could think of. So, yeah. But yes, they are going to shut down because they said they need to be employees. So they said, oh, you know what? Screw that. Instead of making them employees, we will shut down unless they come to some other kind of agreement by Friday. So, yeah, that's exactly what's going to go down. Drivers need to be careful with the riots. You never know what happened. That's true. I tell everybody be careful. And that's why you have a dash camera, because I don't give a damn. You doing rideshare or not, you need to have a dash camera because the police will always take your footage. And if you ever get in an accident, insurance companies love footage too, because that makes their job a lot easier. My main concern is flexibility. I can't be scheduled a shift to work for Uber when I already have a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job. This was a side hustle. I don't want that flexibility gone. And I totally agree. And that's what I even said in the beginning, that everybody knows what they signed up for. You know, well, I know what I did over 4 years ago when I signed up. It's supposed to be part-time, you know, when I want. A lot of people did make it full-time. And then since they made it full-time, they figured, hey, you know, we should be getting this. And that's when the debacles came into play. And then there was protests and everything else. But it is Uber and Lyft's fault. It totally is, because you know what? If they'd gave us the freedoms that they're giving California right now, like, we all deserve what California gets on the fact of being able to see where the passengers are going before we accept the ride. We should be able to set our own damn rates. You know what I'm saying? And like acceptance and all that, as much as cherry picking technically is bad, if you're not cherry picking, guys, you're really not doing it. You're not doing it right. Why are you going to drive 20 minutes to take someone that's going 5 minutes away? That doesn't make any sense. You're losing freaking money. Okay? We should be able to pick and choose. That should how it be. Independent contractors. That's how it rolls. But then all the protests and everything else. So it's Uber and Lyft's fault. They did it to themselves. But I honestly believe that come Friday, everybody in California, get them backup plans. I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot of stories about Ubereats soon. It'll be so many Ubereats soon. Brenda says, I'm a driver in Indiana. I did not choose Uber to be a stinking employee. I work for myself. End of story. Bam! Tell it how it is, Brenda, because I totally agree. We all sign up for one thing. Why are they trying to turn it into something else when those people could have just found something else to do? You know what I'm saying? If you can't make it work for you, what's logic tell you? To move on to something else. I mean, that's what I've always been taught, and that's how business works. If you're doing something and you're losing money and failing, move on to something else, or rethink what you're doing or how you're doing stuff. They don't want you picking because the Walmart and gas station rides wouldn't get picked up. Some people like doing those. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it sometimes. I know, as long as you know, they're not too bad all the time. But I have had some couple instances where, you know, like the guy wanted to shove a bunch of bikes into my freaking car, and he had a van too, and was like, I don't want to damage my van. I'm like, are you out of your mind? So you call me up to tell me you want me to damage my stuff? Nah. 2 words, 1 finger for you, bro. I left California 7 years ago and have never looked back. A bunch of passengers in California are going to be in shock when they lost their way to work. California voters might have to vote to keep us independent. This is what I feel will happen. I strongly believe that's going to happen. They're going to shut down on Friday for probably, you know, they said a couple months, but I think it's only going to last about a month until, you know, people are going to get pissed off and they're going to be writing Congress and all that good stuff, and Senate. It's going to go back. Now, will you be employees when it goes back? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? California is its own crazy beast. It might as well be its own damn country. Uber to pay for our gas. Yeah, they would, but you wouldn't no longer. Remember, if you were an employee then, I'm like 99% sure you wouldn't be able to get those write-offs for your miles anymore. If they're reimbursing you for gas, then you aren't going to be able to claim miles as well. Remember, just like normal, you can't claim miles and gas. You just can't do it. And me personally, I like Uber, and you know, I like driving for Uber for the mile write-offs. That is a damn extra in my book. The state needs them to too. North Cali and South Cali. It's going to be shutting down in California. In California, Jason, not everywhere. At least not yet. Uber driver gave me his own business card to text him or pick him up early mornings, give him cash. So far, I've been going to work at 5 more smoothly than actual Uber Lyft ride. Well, hey, that driver did something right, but hopefully he's got extra insurance, like a rideshare endorsement or something like that, to protect him, because otherwise he could get in trouble. But I'm not going to knock his game. In these perilous times, people got to do what they got to do. All right? He just also has to remember those rides are no longer being tracked and traced, and if something happens, yada, 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 that's going to be on him. So I'm not going to tell people to do stuff like that, but I'm not going to knock his hustle at the same time, because people got, you know, got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell you what to do? I ain't nobody special. I sure as hell ain't paying your bills. Leave Uber and Lyft apps on at the same time to rack up more miles. Yeah, you don't want to screw around with the IRS, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You remember, when you play stupid games, in the end, you will win a stupid prize. Always remember that. Always. That sucks. I'd rather be independent contractor. Me too. And so far, we still are. At least everybody not in California. Even though some people will argue the fact of, you know, we're treated more like employees, so we should be employees and everything. But you know what? I don't feel like I'm an employee because I do this when I want. I mean, when I turn on the app, yeah, I don't have all the extra perks that Cali has, but it's still my decision to turn on the app. Hey, Dustin, would you vote on Prop 22? I don't vote, so I'm not going to tell other people what to do. That's what I'll say right there. I do not vote, and I'm not in California, so I'm not going to tell people what to do in California, which is not going to affect me. So I don't want to be that guy. I'm from Cali but live in Texas. Really glad I'm no longer there. I don't see this happening in Texas. Different type of thinking. Well, it already happened in Texas before, in Austin, Texas. They already left, but they made an agreement and they came back. I don't necessarily see cherry picking, but I make smart decisions. There's a few times I will take a 20-minute drive for a 5-minute ride, but that's because I know the area I'm going to. That's right, Boss Man Bob. If that's taking you to a hot spot or something like that, well, of course, then it's worth it. Other than that, though, you're losing money. Uber stinks. I left it when I was a driver 5 years in New Jersey. I still like doing Uber. I still like meeting new people and everything else. It can still be fun. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. And then some people always like, why are you always knocking Uber when you make money and do things for them and everything? Well, I don't agree with everything they do. just like people that have other, real jobs or W-2s, you might knock the job you do. That doesn't really matter. Any info on Vibe rides? No. I know they started and everything, but with the pandemic and everything going down, if I'm not really out there driving and stuff, that's why you don't see me trying to say things about the referral code and everything else, because if I'm not going to go out there and drive, I'm not going to tell other people they should go out there and drive and stuff right now. So I leave that to their own decisions. But yes, I have heard of Vibe rides. I love setting my own price in California and knowing my destination. See, that is great. And that is great. Hey, Dustin, do you know Dave, the Uber slave? Yes, I do know Dave. He's a little crazy, but we still love him. Ariel, I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Austin is special, though. I'm in West Texas. We different. But yeah, guys, so what do you guys think? What do you think is going to go down? Like I said, the drive pass is gone in Cali now. So what do you think that by this Friday? Let's get 111 if you think it's going to be shut down. 222 if it's not. Let's see what everyone votes here. We'll have a little fun thing so that way we can see what happens on Friday. 111 if you think it's gone. 222 if it's going to stay along. People talk bad about Cali. You wish your state was successful as Cali. There's reasons why Cali's economy is the 5th largest in the world. I don't know about that. I mean, like, I don't care. I don't know if people care if, their state was a success and everything. They just hate all how they do their laws and everything. But a lot of people think it's shutting down. Look at that. 111. Cali is, like I said, I don't do politics, guys. So however it goes either way is not my thing. They shouldn't reopen until they work on driver safety. I wouldn't vote for them. They do need to work on a lot of driver safety. They really, really do. Really sucks have a, what the heck is that? $10 surge and get that 20-minute away, 4-minute ride. Well, you still get your $10 surge. So that's not bad. Cali is 5th because they take our money in the form of taxes. There's a lot of taxes in California. I know that. I definitely know that for sure. Most people here don't wear masks. I've been getting reports of that too, that a lot of people aren't wearing masks. And well, if the driver don't care and the rider don't care, they do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Your car, your rules. I just tell you the policy and what you should do and what you could get reported on. So if you get deactivated because you weren't doing what you should have been doing, that's your own damn fault. A friend of mine's doing Uber here. Half the riders don't bother wearing a mask. Move out of Cali. I hope California falls into the ocean. Where's the big one when you need it, right? But we're going to find out, guys. We'll definitely know on Friday on what's going to happen. So I know a lot of other YouTubers have covered this story, some more than others. And yeah, nobody knows 100% until Friday, but I can damn well tell you all signs are pointing that way. We'll find out. Cox says it's a bluff. We'll find out, Rick. I mean, I usually would think maybe it would be a scare tactic and just another scare tactic, but it's not seeming that way. If they're getting rid of stuff that's making them money, I just don't know, man. Just don't know. I live in Cali and I don't want to be here anymore. Well, get out, move. You're a grown-ass adult. Do what you want to do. Can you refuse a rider with no mask? That is absolutely correct. No mask, no ride. That's policy. So yes, you can. If 2 consensual adults decide not to wear a mask, do you send them to jail for making plague? Huh? Is that like a trick question or something? I don't understand that. Like in their car, in a store? If it's a store, policy and everything else, well, obviously they have the right to refuse anybody. So if you don't follow their rules, you can't go into their store. But if you're talking about in the car or whatever, well, that's on them. Can you check the passenger's temperature? That's the comment of the day right there, George. You won comment of the day. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. I lived in LA and moved to Vegas a year ago, and now I'm on vacation doing Ubereats. This place is nuts when you leave after living here 10 years. I don't doubt that, Alan. Terry H., you can refuse a rider that doesn't wear a mask and cancel and collect on Uber. Yep, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. No mask, no ride. He said then the driver gets deactivated. Nope, that's when you just report it right away. Hey, Dustin, the title for the video, I logged on late. First, the reported mailbox thing in the office, now this. Uber and Lyft will most likely be shutting down Cali on Friday. So if you're not in California, hopefully you don't have anything to worry about. Is Uber Lyft shutting down LA or everywhere? Just LA, as far as I know right now. Well, if Uber leaves, we can all collect unemployment. I do not honestly know that. I don't know. Because technically, I guess you'd be laid off, but I don't know how it works. You're an independent contractor. I think the only reason we even got the unemployment now was because, Trump made that an order. So, but if they pull out and leave, I don't know how that's going to roll. So that is actually a good question. Uber sent me face masks yesterday. They fall apart as soon as you put them on. That sounds about right. You know what I'm saying? Uber ain't going to spend a bunch of money on the face mask for you. No problem, Save Nerd. There is no more apps. No, there's still apps out there for people to use. Been reported 5 times, still driving. They don't care. Oh, man. They can't just turn the app off. I don't think you legally will have to be sending a ready notification to consumers. That's already been out there, Vlogs. They can turn the app off. It's their damn app. There's nothing stating they have to be running in anywhere in the U.S. So yes, that is not correct. They can shut their app off without giving you any warning because you're not an employee. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get a two weeks notice. That's not how that game plays. Just like you don't have to give them a 2 weeks notice. You just choose not to log on. Uber and Lyft never paid into unemployment. That's absolutely correct. And that's why they don't want to do this as well, because they'll be paying a lot of back money. Which, they don't have. But yet they can spend millions to fight all this. It's a really funny catch-22. They sent him recycled mask. Oh, that's messed up. Well, people perform tricks in a car for extra cash. You never know. There might be some happy endings. There might be some crazy stuff going on. You just don't know. California, be careful what you ask for. And that is absolutely right. And Eric says, full of baloney. Nobody's going to shut off the app. We'll see. We shall see Friday. And when it happens, I'll be like, I told you. When it doesn't happen, and I'll say, I was wrong. That's how that works. But let me know what you guys think. If you're in California, hopefully, like I said, let me know. You got a backup plan? Because I sure as hell hope you do. I really hope you do. And once again, guys, like I said, I want to remind you, use the Get Upside Gas app. That is almost in every state in the U.S. It helps you save money each time you go to fill up your tank. It's really great. You share it. You can make money off other people getting gas. It's a great freaking app, okay? I'm telling you that right now. I've been using it for a little over 2 years now. So, use the Get Upside Gas app. You will enjoy it. Is my imposter here, Roxanne? Oh, snap. My imposter. Dustin is driving was hidden by Roxanne. What did I say? Did I say something? Oh, man, I can't see it. Oh, I wanted to see what it said. What did it say, Roxanne? This is all about taxes and that payroll taxes. They shut down Uber and Lyft 1 year in Austin. Yep, that's exactly right. But Roxanne, what did my imposter say? That's the first time I saw it. Tell people to like. Yeah, people are going to like if they want. And most people thumbs down when I say like. So do whatever you feel like doing. Either way, it's helpful engagement. I feel sorry for the people who can't afford taxi and use Uber and Lyft for medical reasons. I do too. But I think insurance, they still have them where the insurance will set up a ride for them. So they'll still pay it. So they'll still end up getting rides. But if there's no Uber and Lyft, then yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I don't know how they're going to do that with the taxi companies. Jim, you're not wrong, but stop in caps. Just a heart emoji. He loves you. Oh. I guess I do love myself sometimes, right? Who doesn't love themselves? Is Ubereats shutting down? That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Ubereats is still in play, so don't worry about that. Ubereats is still in play, guys. But all right, guys, I got to go ahead and end this. Got to go pick up my groceries. Grocery pickup. You guys be safe. Keep doing your thing. Get your money. Please have those backup plans, because if not, you're going to be screwed. And yeah, ain't nothing anybody can do for you then. But yes, be safe, and then I guess we'll find out. Uber will get deactivated, or it won't. All right, peace out, everybody.